Schiavone, Jesse the Body Ventura back with you on WCW Worldwide. The World Tag Team Champions are here. Scott and Rick Steiner going up against Thames and Trout as we take a look at Scott and Rick, the World Tag Team Champions, greatest in the world.
They are indeed that. They are the best tag team in the world today. Never been pinned before. But that day, I think, will come at some point in time, Schiavone. And it may well be Arn Anderson and beautiful Bobby to get the job done.
May well be. May also well be Terry Bam Bam Gordy, Dr. Death Steve Williams, coming up at Beach Blast 92, exclusively on pay-per-view.
That'll be a tough test for the Steiners. And look at this, Scott Steiner going up to the top. What the heck is he going to do up there?
Hook Sonny Trout. Sonny Trout is scared to death right now. And whoa, my goodness! Could have snapped the back that time.
And old Sonny Trout don't want to get up right now.
To the ropes, to the apron. Well, and here comes Rick Thames, I guess.
That's not a legal tag right there. The referee's got to make the man get back in the ring and tag from the inside of the ring. There you go. Now he can tag. There you go.
Really up to date on the rules, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Collar and elbow tie up. Scott immediately with the high impact maneuvers. Hooks Thames. I would think the best offense against Scott Steiner would be to stick and move. If you get in close, he can break you apart.
Absolutely. Now, oh, here we go. Here's my favorite Steiner. There he is. Summa cum laude, University of Michigan, 84, right there.
Yeah, I wonder how long it would take you to knock the University of Michigan.
I'm not knocking it. I'm saying there's their highest graduate of 1984.
I don't think he was their highest graduate. But if the degree was in Payne, he may have been, because he could knock your block off.
I mean, you know how smart he is. Imagine what the dumbest guy looks like at Michigan. Wow.
Slam.
I mean, these Steiners are just out and out brutal.
And they love it. They seem to try to outdo each other. You know, Rick will do something really wild, and then Scott will try to outdo his brother. It's almost like they have a rivalry going. And then they usually team up to finally put the 1, 2, 3 count down. This may be the top rope bulldog. Up.
I think the match is over.
I think you're right.
Ladies and gentlemen, who are your winners? The Steiner Brothers.
Let's go to WCW Magazine.
Tag team action. It is set for one fall. Introducing team number 1. First from the state of Euphoria, weighing 341 pounds, Maxx. His tag team partner from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, 303 pounds, Cactus Jack.
Well, we await the arrival of Cactus Jack and Maxx Payne.
Tony, knowing those two, they're liable not to arrive.
Here they are. As we begin another week of Worldwide Wrestling from the Disney MGM Studios, our thanks to Mean Gene.
Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, both from Tampa, Florida, the team of Sonny Trout and Rick Thames.
Mean Gene will be back with us a little bit later on in this program, but hey, Jess, Starrcade is 1 week from this Monday night. Exclusively on pay-per-view, and Cactus Jack and Maxx Payne will take on Tex Slazenger and Shanghai Pierce. They'll be together. It's not going to be the prettiest tag team match in the world, but it should be a very hard-hitting tag team match.
It should be a match where you can take the rule book, probably, Tony Schiavone, and toss it out the window. You know, the referee is going to have to give those wrestlers a lot of leeway, or you're going to see a disqualification in that matchup, because the two big Texans are rough and tough. They've been together a long time now, and they're certainly not going to step aside for Cactus as he comes firing out of the corner.
Forearm shot, and Sonny Trout is in trouble. Cactus Jack and Maxx Payne are together, and the fans love them here at Disney MGM. You heard the rundown. We have a tremendous program. As the holidays are well underway here.
It's amazing, isn't it, Tony? The fans love them. I mean, look at them and try to figure out how fans can possibly love them.
Well, you don't have to be good looking to be loved.
Yeah, it's kind of like having an ugly dog, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Into the midsection, or an ugly wife. Picked up, and down you go.
Don't bring any personal stuff into the broadcast, Tony. This is a professional operation.
There was nothing personal meant by that statement. Here's an elbow from the 341-pound Maxx Payne. Jesse, they may not be good looking. They are very popular, but they're very effective. A little indecisive move that time by Maxx Payne.
Big Maxx Payne from the state of Euphoria. He asks himself continually, Tony, is it tomorrow or just the end of time? We don't know.
We'll never know. Here he goes. Sonny Trout made a tag, and Rick Thames coming in. Thames wasting no time. Left hand. And a double axe hit. Look, having no effect on this big guy.
He's going to have to come in with a new plan of attack here. He has driven Payne to the corner, but those ain't having a lot of effect on Big Max. That does.
Payne. Tag, Cactus Jack now. To the midsection. Head first.
You know, we may be in trouble with this tag team, Tony.
Why's that?
Janet Reno's position on violence today.
Oh, wait a second. Head first out. Does she have a position on...
She may want to censor Cactus and Max.
There's the painkiller. It's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the team of Cactus Jack and Maxx Payne.
It's our Sega Slam of the Week. Sega makers of Sega Genesis, Sega CD, Cool Game Gear, and the fastest, coolest video games ever presents the Sega Slam of the Week on Worldwide.
There you see Big Max with the Slam of the Week, head first right into the buckle. Down with the painkiller, gets it applied, leans back with it, gets the win, Tony.
Let's go to the man who anchors the hotline every Saturday, Mean Gene Okerlund.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team event, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, formerly from Singapore, now residing in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Well, there they come, Cody. Without a doubt, the most unorthodox tag team I've ever seen.
You don't know anything about
And the tag team champions of the world, huh?
tag team champions. And you just get it.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, they're from Montgomery, Alabama, at a total combined weight of 509 pounds, the Southern Posse.
You know, I'll tell you something, Tony. You look at Sullivan and Cactus Jack, and it definitely makes you believe in birth control.
You never stop, do you? The World Tag Team Champions who will have to put their belts up on the line against the former champions, the Nasty Boys, coming up in a week from this Thursday on Nationwide TV. And it's going to be another wild one between these teams.
Rolls them in.
Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack against the Southern Posse, Travis and Tritt.
That's right.
Or Tritt and Travis.
Or man on the outside. Look at this.
And that's where Cactus likes it better. You know, if he had his choice where he'd want to wrestle, I think the man would choose to be outside the ring rather than in it.
Yeah, but he's very successful in the ring as well as out. Cactus Jack with a foot against the side of the head of Tritt of the Southern Posse. Jimmy Jett with a warning. You know, Cactus and Kevin Sullivan, the new World Tag Team Champions, have that match coming up on the Clash of the Champions, where they have to defend the titles. But Chuck, big clothesline against the former champions, the Nasty Boys. Dave Sullivan, of course, who was injured at the hands of the Nasty Boys, I'm sure will be around. Kevin's brother. But at the end of this match, we have an announcement from Nick Bockwinkel concerning the Clash of the Champions and a unification match, as the two men who don't get along and who bicker are still in the ring.
Well, I heard Sullivan bickering more than Cactus. Cactus, he don't say much, really. He's a space cadet.
Oh, foot to the face.
Well, you know, Jess, it goes back to the fact that when Dave Sullivan first came here to WCW, came here by himself, no Kevin Sullivan, and apparently Kevin had told Cactus Jack to watch him, to take care of his brother, and he blames Cactus Jack for all the bad things that have happened to his brother. So go figure.
I don't figure when it comes to those two,
I
Tony.
don't think anyone does. Travis now in right and left combinations to Cactus Jack. He's covering up, and he's not going down, but quick change for the Southern Posse, and another quick change. They're going to do a little double team action here. The foot to the face.
And Cactus in a bit of trouble here.
Whoa, out and down they go.
Well, I thought he was in trouble for a moment. That's the thing about Cactus. When he looks like he's in trouble, he loves it.
Travis on the outside. Meanwhile, at the stairs. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Incredible tag team maneuver. By your World Tag Team Champions, fans. I don't think he's going to get up. He's not.
It's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the team of Cactus Jack and Kevin Sullivan.
Cactus Jack, Kevin Sullivan, having a good time at the expense of the Southern Posse, the World Tag Team Champions.
Let's go back to replay. Here you see Sullivan with a reversal right there, getting fired into the buckled. Trent charges in, runs into the big boot. Here's the move. Cactus coming off the apron, wham!
Wow.
Clothesline to the floor with Sullivan holding him. A 1, 2, 3 count, Tony, and the unorthodox team wins it.
And now, fans, we go to Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel with a blockbuster announcement concerning the Clash of the Champions national telecast on Thursday, June 23rd. Here's the Commissioner. WCW World Champion Hulk Hogan, who prepares to battle Nature Boy Ric Flair in the much-anticipated return match, without a doubt the biggest return match in our history.
What a bragger he is. I thought champions were supposed to be humble.
Well, he's the Hulkster.
What I mean, what a bragger.
The Armstrong brothers, Brad and Brian, in this matchup against the Southern Posse, Travis and Trent.
The Southern Posse.
Should be a great matchup.
There you see Hulkamania running wild. The Armstrong brothers, you know they'll always give you a great match.
No question about it.
And they all went to college, too.
They did?
They wear it right on their boots.
That's right.
Bachelor of Arts.
Apparently from the University of Georgia.
I thought it was Podunk University.
Not a chance. University of Georgia. See. Only reversal.
That's the nice thing, too, about going to the University of Georgia. All you got to do is prove you're literate. And you pass the entrance exam.
Well, I wouldn't say that. That's a great institute of higher learning. However, it is a place where college football is king. Side of the head, Brian Armstrong.
And academics is queen.
I'm not going to say anything. Whoa, look at that. Brian Armstrong, great move. Trap kick. Brian Armstrong, who spent time over in Saudi Arabia as a part of Desert Storm. Great veteran and a great young man as well. Here's a double team.
There's the tag, and here comes, whoa, big high knee lift by Brad Armstrong. You could tell Brad Armstrong didn't spend no time at Desert Storm. They don't allow haircuts like that in the military.
Aha. I'm sure now that Brian's back, you may see a change in hairstyle. 1, 2.
And another tag. The Armstrong brothers. As Tony said, born and raised right in Georgia.
Great teamwork here. Great family, of course. Here's a cover. 1, 2. There is Scott. There is Steve. 4 brothers, and of course their father, Bob Armstrong, a longtime champion in this sport.
No sisters? All boys?
Bunch of boys.
Whoa. What a fight to get food, huh?
Yeah, boy, I know. 4 boys is trouble.
Speaking of trouble, Armstrong caught in the corner, and he's in trouble. Travis and Trick working over Brad Armstrong. They're going to sing a little country melody for him, right, Tony?
I guess they are. Head first to a neutral corner turnbuckle. And a blow to the jaw. Travis Tritt double team here. Pick up and a plant. They are not as smooth as the Armstrongs teamwork. Look at this. See, they wasted too much time.
There's the tag.
And Brian Armstrong in.
Big right hand, another right hand.
We got a double team going here. The Southern Posse whipped together. The Russian leg sweep.
They're pinning both of them. A double pin. Referee can take his choice.
Actually, it was Brian, the legal man, I believe, in the ring. That's where the referee was. But the Armstrong brothers with a great win here on WCW Worldwide.
Wow. That's one way you take the referee, his discretion right out of it. Let's go back to replay. There's Brad Armstrong raising the knees up, countering that move, tagging his brother. The double knockout right there. The double Russian leg sweep and the double pin. Tony Schiavone.
All right, the Armstrongs come up with another big win. Sting is coming up in our main event. Well, there you hear it tomorrow night. The Nasty Boys will collide with the Blue Bloods. They're not going to wait till the Great American Bash. It's tomorrow night at 6:05 here on TBS.
Well, good luck. They have fallen into the trap of the classiest tag team in wrestling today, the Blue Bloods.
Why do you say that? Yeah,
I know what his lordship and the Earl Eaton are up to. They suckered these poor peons, these lowlifes, into their trap.
Still to come in this telecast, Ric Flair and Alex Wright. We're going to talk a little bit about Ric Flair as you see Sonny Trout, Rick Thames, the opponents for the Nasty Boys. We'll talk about a little about Ric Flair and Macho Man Randy Savage during that match. I want to ask you what we have seen as far as Kevin Sullivan is concerned. Who is that mysterious man? Apparently, Kevin has made his way to what the man said was the Dungeon of Doom, and it looks like they want to destroy Hulkamania.
Well, that's what it looks like the plan is. I don't know what that man is, or if he's human or if he's not human. He's got cobwebs all over him, and he's just a creature. And Kevin Sullivan's always lived on that dark side. He's got a plan, and I don't want to be a part of it. It's scary.
You're right about that. Thames in there against Jerry Saggs. Certainly the Nasty Boys, once again, the World Tag Team Champions, realize that when you're on top, everybody's gunning for you. But now they got 2 men who are great scientific wrestlers and have a very mean streak about them. The Blue Bloods after them right now.
Well, the Nasties have to understand something. They can throw their weight around and hurt a lot of people, but eventually they're going to have to wrestle. And nobody does it better than the Earl of Eaton and his lordship. They can't do much nasty sizing when they're flat on their backs and their arms and legs are all tied up. We're going to have new tag team champions. I just don't shoot my mouth off. I know these things.
Yes, you do.
I got a feeling.
Oh, boy. The Nasty Boys, the World Tag Team Champs. Here's the tag, and here they go. Once again, another team has been nasty-sized here. It's only a matter of time. Oh! The big elbow from the top. 1, 2, 3, and the World Tag Team Champs win once again.
I'd rather have a wrecking ball fall on you.
Oh, really?
Than him.
Well, maybe that's what we should call that. The nasty wrecking ball. Oh, boy, didn't need that.
Let's look at this again. Tags makes the tag the knob. Two nice names, Tags and Knob. They're the nasty boys. Barrels into his opponent. No place to go. And look at this. The wrecking ball. Tears out the hip, lower back, and stick an elbow.
All right, the winners, the Nasty Boys, here on Saturday Night. Let's go to Mean Gene.
Welcome to this special edition of WCW Pro Wrestling. I'm Chris Cruz, along with Mr. Sonny Ono, who had been threatening for some time to buy one half of WCW Pro. And Mr. Ono, sir, it looks like you have done just that.
Well, first of all, konnichiwa.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, I told you to take those tape classes before you run into me. Well, listen, as like all Japanese products, such as automobile, such as electronics, we have seen a great product, and we took over it.
You're talking about New Japan Pro Wrestling?
Of course. Our superior wrestler will destroy the Americans.
Well, it looks like you have apparently followed the dictates of Bobby the Brain Heenan, and now Mr. Sonny Ono owns one half of WCW Pro Wrestling. Now we take you to the ring for our look at New Japan Pro Wrestlers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, representing Japan, the team of Masa, Saito, and Kensuke Sasaki.
It's our new look here on WCW Pro Wrestling, and we are debuting it with the help, with the paid assistance of Mr. Sonny Ono. Mr. Ono, as we indicated, has purchased one half of the WCW Pro show, and I gotta ask you how that happened and whether Bobby Heenan has suckered you.
Alabama, Rick Payne, Sonny Trout, the Southern Posse.
Well, don't you have to wonder just how, a lot of fans are wondering, how can Bobby Heenan sell you something that he ostensibly doesn't own? A lot of questions to be answered about the purchase of one half of WCW Pro by Mr. Sonny Ono. It is our first look here at Masa Saito and Kensuke Sasaki. For that matter, it is our first look at New Japan Pro Wrestlers here in World Championship Wrestling. And we are all looking forward to World War III, as we know after what happened on a Monday Nitro recently in Jacksonville, Florida. The winner of that 60-man three-ring battle royal will become the new WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Saito. Oh, man.
Look at Mr. Tocho, Mr. Saito, the most awesome wrestler. Oh, look at those chops. They have no chance. Resistance is futile. They might as well give up now.
What do you mean resistance is futile? You think these guys are just going to lay down for Saito?
Look
and
like
Sasaki?
they're doing it now.
Saito, a longtime veteran, more than 20 years in the very highest ranks of New Japan Pro Wrestling, as well as extremely successful here in the United States. And in comes one of the young lions, one of the newcomers, Kensuke Sasaki, who has really made a name for himself early on in New Japan Pro Wrestling. All right, finally we got some new blood here.
Watch what Kensuke will do. He will just totally non-stop. He will destroy it. He is just a machine. You got to remember, these guys are Asian assassins. They are modern-day samurais, and they will destroy.
Man, what a beautiful suplex by Sasaki. Still to come, we'll see Masahiro Chono, the master of the STF submission hold. So the chance of USA from Disney MGM Studios. A pickup there and a body slam by Sasaki. This is an excellent team, the veteran and the relative newcomer, although Sasaki, oh man, is devastating in his own right. A big elbow there from Masa Saito.
Mr. Cruz, look like there's no home court advantage here.
I am going to try to remain as objective as I can, Mr. Ono, since you are ostensibly the half owner of WCW Pro. As we said, coming up, it is World War III. What a major mega event that is going to be. We have never seen such an event. 3 separate rings. Frankly, I don't know where they're going to get them. 60 separate individuals, 60 men in that over-the-top rope battle royal. As a result of what happened at Nitro, the WCW World Heavyweight Championship has been held up. Look at that suplex. Oh! And the winner of that 60-man over-the-top rope battle royal at World War III, live and exclusively on pay-per-view, will become the new World Heavyweight Champion. I don't know if some members of New Japan Pro Wrestling will be in the 60-man battle royal, but Mr. Ono, if you have anything to say about it, my guess is that'll happen. That's going to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the team of
Look at that submission hold.
And Kensuke Sasaki.
An armbar submission hold, and seconds after it is applied, the Southern Posse give up. Masa, Saito, and Kensuke Sasaki. A great tag team in the debut of New Japan Pro Wrestling here on WCW Pro. I'll give it to you, Mr. Ono. They are impressive wrestlers, no doubt about that. We'll see this again on the slow motion instant replay.
Watch this move. On their head.
And then after that, it was a submission armbar, and that was it.
Now, brainbuster and armbar submission.
And we're back with more WCW Pro, including Masahiro Chono in a
The Steiner brothers came back loaded for bear back to WCW where the big boys play. Electrifying the Nitro crowd this past Nitro. And Tony is sitting in his silver tongue. You know, I already said, here y'all say hello to Chris Cruz, Larry, our legend. He's out there, you know, on vacation right now at the J.C. Penney's down there in Raleigh, North Carolina. We'll spend the whole week there watching him unload trucks. But be glad when he's back.
Important question is he coming back? That's what I'd like to know.
All right, we do know that the Steiners are coming back looking for the Road Warriors. They will do that tonight, as a matter of fact, on WCW Saturday Night. The Steiners will be on Saturday night. Understand the Road Warriors will be there as well.
Yeah, let me make a comment here. You're talking about what a great entrance the Steiner brothers made on their Harleys. They didn't do a very great exit, though, at the hands of the Road Warriors. I think Steiner brothers better realize WCW is different here than it was a few years ago when the Steiner brothers were around. Now, a lot more aggressive competition. Steiner brothers better wake up.
Well, yeah, that's a point, but I tell you what, I guarantee the Steiner boys are ready for anybody. I'm glad to see them back, and I'll tell you one thing, whoever it is, they're going to be in for a fight when they step in there with the Steiner. And the Road Warriors going right to work. Tony.
They sure are. And I tell you, let's also let the fans know that in this telecast, the Nature Boy Ric Flair in action. We'll show you how Lex Luger defeated Johnny B. Bad to be the television champion last week. That happened, the Belfast Bruiser. And also, we're going to show you a little bit of what happened in that wild 6-man this past Monday on Nitro. It was absolutely wild.
Oh, man, Nitro is so hot live and got a big one. We're going to talk about it coming up. Big Saturday night. What a weekend we got going into Nitro this week. Road Warriors. Oh! I'll tell you what, they went back to their Legion of Doom days, brother, and they used a little, I won't say trickery, but they got after the Steiners pretty good.
Back to the attack is Road Warrior Hawk now. Oh. The big foot on one half of the Southern Posse, and I mean, this guy is lethal. Look at this. Everything with force.
Hawk is just mopping the floor with this guy right here. This is the tenacity we're talking about, though. This is what the Steiner brothers and everybody else are going to have to deal with. Road Warriors, hungry guys. They want it all. They're capable of getting anything they want.
Yeah, but Larry, you can't deny what Scott Steiner was doing.
I can deny anything.
Yeah, but what Scott Steiner was doing to Road Warrior Hawk just this past Monday, I mean, he was laying waste to Hawk as well. And here's a big 300-pound animal.
He was dealing on him right now, animal in there. They're trying to stop a mud hole in the Southern Posse, who came in here really cooking and thinking about making their way in the tag team picture. But, man, they got their work cut out for them at the Southern Posse because they ain't seen daylight from the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors.
As Larry said, aggressive nature. And that's
look at him go.
Makes him successful. Whoa. Hawk whips Animal into a corner.
Uh-oh. Trying to get him set up here.
Uh-oh, yours right.
Whoa, man. This ain't no Japanese arm drag here, boys.
Down he goes. And I mean with force. This one is over. That's it. The Road Warriors making quite a statement this past Monday live on Nitro. And now again.
Couple of awesome individuals. You get in the ring with these guys,
You better forget everything that has to do with niceness and goodness. Hawk, he's in it for the rush.
And don't forget, they have to face Sting and maybe, we don't know who, at Uncensored in a Chicago street fight now that Luger's pulled out of it, guys.
Well, by golly, it ain't much telling who it's going to be.
Hey, if Sting's smart, he'll pull out of it right here. Look at just the tag team coordination, the knowledge of each other, the years they've spent with each other. And bam, right there, Animal almost takes the head off of this guy. And here, Southern Posse, free complimentary look at the Northern Lights. Compliments of the Road Warriors.
Who will be Sting's partner against the Road Warriors next Sunday at Uncensored? Maybe we'll find out during this one-hour program. We'll be back with more on WCW Pro after this.
Well, that is an indication of why the Giant now wears the 10 pounds of gold. The massive Giant just choke slamming everyone in sight, including the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Well, it's an awesome display of power by the Giant and the newly crowned World Heavyweight Champion at WCW with the big boys play. And I'll tell you something, Larry, this guy is going to be hard to beat. Lex Luger total package tonight on WCW Saturday Night. Take a hardcore look at seeing where he's at against this guy, I guarantee you.
Well, also, I think the big factor tonight is to see where Jimmy Hart is going to be at. Definitely the Giant, the new heavyweight champion of the world. Never get around this guy and make that statement. I'm going to stick my neck out.
Scott Norton and Ice Train comprising the team of Fire and Ice. Tag team action this morning here on WCW Pro. Hey, fans, write this down a week from today. Next Saturday, the 11th of May, WCW live at the Freedom Hall in Johnson City, Tennessee. A week from tomorrow, that's the 12th of May, live in Knoxville, Tennessee, and really live next Monday night, a week from this Monday, the 13th of May, for WCW's Monday Nitro, live in Nashville.
I tell you what, these two guys here possess so much power. I'm talking about Fire and Ice. Great team, put themselves together out of respect. And I guarantee you, they are powerful and a team to be reckoned with. You just mentioned Nitro. This Monday Nitro coming up. Special start time, 7 p.m. Right or wrong? Yes or nay? Yeah and nay? Right or wrong?
Yes.
All right.
That's a
bottom
yay.
line. We talked about all the situations that have been chronologically put down about the Macho Man Randy Savage. But my friends, he will be at Nitro against Hugh Morris, brother. Cuffed or not, look for him to come out firing.
You know, Macho Man, that emotionally unstable state of mind he is, I got some advice for him. Forget all about the past with Miss Elizabeth. I think we should fix him up with Margot Kidder.
Well, whatever it is, Nitro this Monday night, the man will be there, Sting and Regal. And let me tell you something real quickly about these guys right here. I'm talking about these two guys. Now, when you take a look at Harlem Heat, you take a look at Luke and Sting, and you take a look at the American Males, you take a look at Steiner and the Warriors. These guys right here, powerfully, I'm talking about Fire and Ice, Larry, match up with them guys power-wise, I believe, evenly.
But these guys definitely got power to spare.
Enemy too.
You could probably put Fire and Ice together, and after a wrestling match, still have enough electromagnetism left in them to light the entire city of Los Angeles.
Ooh. Also, this coming Monday night on Nitro, that's 7 p.m. special start time on WCW Monday Nitro on TNT. As Ice Train at 320 pounds rams into the Southern Posse. It's Dean Malenko against Jushin Thunder Liger.
Wow,
as he said, Macho Man takes on Hugh Morris and Steiner against Lord Steven Regal as Sting heads towards Battle Bowl, the Lethal Lottery, and his shot at the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Giant. Unless, of course, Lex Luger beats the Giant tonight. Championship.
You guys are taking for granted that Sting's going to have an easy time with Lord Regal. Nothing Lord Regal would love to do more than to get rid of Sting on Nitro, and maybe he move up.
It's a very good point, and a chop there from Norton.
Yeah, what a move right there. Great power slam by him. Caught him real good. Takes his time. I'm talking about Scotty Norton. Takes his time. Really analyzes the situation. Got a tag to the young man they call Ice Train right here. And I think they're getting ready to either uncle him or try to put him away. I'm talking about the Southern Posse, but Southern Posse got other ideas, look like.
As this team of Fire and Ice has really gelled, and look at the power from Ice Train.
Well, that was definitely a bad idea by the Southern Posse. Don't throw your body into a man that size, that strong. Caught him in midair and just dumped him. Tag Scott Norton. And this guy's big and mean.
Some real exciting news this hour of WCW Pro as World Championship Wrestling heads to the Northeastern United States.
They got him over there. Oh, look, clubbering.
Yes, they did clubbering.
The Southern Posse are clubbering on the Pro Show this morning. Unbelievable. Could turn the tide. Whoop.
Scott Norton broke through that. He came up with another clothesline.
That's like putting a roadblock up and you got one of them Hummers and just ride right through that thing. I ain't lying. And that's how big it is. Hummer's big car. Truck.
Never heard of it. All the military
It's
vehicles.
more like a Jeep thing.
Oh. Always wear your seatbelt in a Hummer. As Ice Train now clobbering, just clobbering the Southern Posse. Well, that's what I heard anyways. Up and back. Nice suplex there by Ice Train.
You should always wear your seatbelt when you're wrestling Ice Train and Scott Norton. These guys will just throw you out of anything. Boy, it's a big, powerful man.
Scott Norton got him up. Now then,
it's before the shoulder breaker.
Yeah, man, and that'll really crack you up right there. And I'm not talking about in a joyful way either.
Scott Norton and Ice Train. Ice Train, he must have got up 5 or 6 feet of vertical leap, and they have defeated the Southern Posse.
Look out, tag teams, here they come. I'm talking about Fire and Ice, Norton and the Ice Train.
And they, in fact, are together as a team at Battle Bowl, the Lethal Lottery. They're going to face Stevie Ray and Big Bubba Rogers. So the team of Fire and Ice may be favored going into Battle Bowl, the Lethal Lottery. This replay brought to you by Skittles. Taste the rainbow of fruit flavor.
Boy, Norton just busted through the Southern Posse's double lariat, came back with a 360 of his own, nailed this guy flat, tagged the Ice Train, who, well, this guy must have springs in his shoes. He just flies up there, and on the way down, you must have a megaton, brother.
We talked about Fire and Ice together as a team against Stevie Ray and Big Bubba Rogers. We'll see Big Bubba and a lot more when we continue in a moment on the Pro.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is set for one fall, introducing team number 1. In Detroit, Michigan, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Rick and Scott, first appearance on Worldwide since the traffic accident, the car wreck perpetrated by the Outsiders. You know, it's fortunate for Scott Steiner, brain, that he did not suffer a serious back injury. But the fact is that Rick Steiner has an eardrum problem that we're going to address after this.
Their opponents from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Rick Thames and Sonny Trout, the Southern Posse.
Thames and Trout, the Southern Posse, the opponents of the Steiners. He had an eardrum injury. His equilibrium is all messed up. He's having trouble walking, we understand. And
he's having trouble remembering sentences, putting words together. I don't think that's from the accent. I just think that's being a Steiner.
Boy, you start right from the opening match, don't you?
Oh, another thing about the opening of this program here, they entirely run it too quick, those guys in and out. I didn't have my paperwork properly deformed in front of me.
Well, you said one correct word in that sentence. Here we go. It is Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner, the Steiner brothers. Scott Dickinson, the referee, one of the most powerful men the sport's ever seen. Hooks up Rick Thames here. Picks him up, and look at the power, if you will, of the Steiners. Well, they love the Steiners, don't they?
Well, Scott Steiner has taken a beating. I mean, physically.
Well, you notice
the average man wouldn't even be in the sport. Or wouldn't be in a hospital.
That's right, but notice how he opened up the match, enabling Rick to get a little bit extra break here. And now, Sonny Trout, look at this. They pound the headgear.
Knock his ears off.
The headgear right out of Rick Steiner. And Rick Steiner, as you can see, is not 100%.
Oh, he never has been, Tony.
Standing lariat that time from Steiner. Elbow drop. Rolls him over, hooks the far leg, and gets a 2 count.
Well, he's having fun now. He's bending a man's head backwards while he's taking the man's elbow the other way. Loves his work.
Yeah, he certainly likes getting in the ring and destroying people. There's no question. Here comes Scott Steiner now. And the knee left to the sternum. Head first to the top turnbuckle.
Uh-oh. He's going someplace.
Where you don't want to be. Oh, boy. Belly-to-belly suplex.
And he took him halfway across that ring with that suplex. That's just pure brute strength.
Takes a lot of leg strength, as well as upper body strength to execute that maneuver. And here we go into the ropes, into the turnbuckle. Sonny Trout exits, and Rick Thames comes in and meets the knee of Scott Steiner.
Where's he going now?
Anywhere he wants him to go.
That's about it.
Push-up cradle suplex over the top.
In a reverse chin lock.
He's knocked one of the posse's tooth out.
I think it was like that, Brainy. Didn't you notice that at the beginning of the match?
No.
Scotty, snapmare takeover again.
It's a shame about Rick Steiner.
Well, you know, it takes time for something like that to heal.
No, I'm talking about the shame he's colorblind. The man can't dress himself. Look at how he dresses. His shoes don't match it. His hair don't match his head. His knee pads are different. The colors don't match. Looks like he works at Earl Scheib. He's got all different kinds of colors all over him. He's got ear flaps on and he barks. Hey.
And he gnaws the bottom ropes as well.
And he's rabid, I bet.
Fine. You're getting silly now. There's another knee. Here comes Scotty.
Uh-oh. It's night-night posse time.
Oh! The Steiner top rope bulldog. 1, 2, 3. Truly one of the greatest tag teams ever.
He did a dog biscuit, a dog bone. Yeah, I want him to do my taxes.
Boy, I tell you, he really is messed up.
Messed up? The man just ate a dog bone, Schiavone. You tell me he's a little messed up? It's like being half nuts. You're nuts if you're half nuts. That man just ate a dog bone. Look at this.
Go ahead.
Look at Rick Steiner dumps the Southern Posse on the back of his neck. He barks a little bit now. He gnaws. He makes a move for me. He's going for me. I'm telling you, something wrong when he's rabid. It's off that top rope of that flying bulldog headlock. And there's your winner, the Steiners, and there's a grown man on his hands and knees eating a dog biscuit. Eating a dog biscuit. I think the humane thing is to have him put to sleep. No. Sorry. We're going to hurt somebody.
We'll be back. Would you stop?
You're sad because the American Dream Dusty Rhodes isn't with us. He's in Tupelo getting ready for Spring Stampede.
I know. I better bow my head for a moment of silence.
Will we see Sting tonight?
Well, that's the big question. Sting should be there. He should have opened his mouth and spoke his mind. But again, I don't know if we'll see Sting or not. We'll see if he's a man or a mouse.
Well, I can assure you that if he does make an appearance, it will be dramatic in Tupelo tonight. The Macho Man Randy Savage in a no disqualification match against Diamond Dallas Page, and a match that so many cruiserweight fans, Larry, are looking forward to as the Ultimate Dragon takes on Rey Mysterio Jr. I wonder if we ought to start calling Rey Mysterio Jr. the Incredible Hunk, like the National Enquirer did this week. Apparently, he's in love with Jennifer Aniston from Friends. Oh, I beg your pardon. She's in love with him. He said, I'm a married man.
Yeah, well, she didn't see him without the mask off.
Yes, she did. He revealed himself. He showed her his face.
He did what?
He revealed himself. He showed her his face. Oh, would you leave me be?
Oh, right there. Hey, high voltage. Watch this team. These guys got some nice ring positioning here. Look at. There you go, make some tags. These guys are thinking. Remind me of the Harlem Heat when they were young, and kind of remind me of the Steiner brothers, too, when they started.
And we're glad you tuned in, and we hope that you have observed daylight savings time here on the Superstation TBS. Let me give you a quote from the National Enquirer from Jennifer Aniston. I'm not going to break up Ray's marriage or anything like that. I just think he's a real hunk, and I'd love to watch him leap through the air. But if Ray is ever single, watch out. I'd be after him in a minute. It's all happening live.
And nowadays, you could be single any week.
It's live. That's a good point. Tonight. How do you know that? Live tonight.
I've been there.
You can see Rey Mysterio tonight and see why the Friends star Jennifer Aniston is flipped for this incredible hunk. Live on pay-per-view.
Well, people love to watch Rey Mysterio Jr. I think maybe he's a little out of his league here. Ultimate Dragon, I think probably the #1 contender in the world for the cruiserweight. Mysterio's going to have a big job on his hands here.
And our congratulations to the National Boys and Girls Club. It's the beginning of National Boys and Girls Club Week. They're headquartered much like we are right here in Atlanta. 1,700 clubs serving 2.2 million boys and girls throughout the nation and throughout the world, leading them on the straight path, the straight and narrow. Too bad Hollywood Hulk Hogan couldn't be on that path. Too bad Kevin Nash couldn't be on that path. Well, let me tell you.
It's interesting. Scott Hall hasn't been on the path either.
Right.
A couple of weeks he disappeared. And you know what, Chris? I feel dissension starting in the New World Order. That foundation has got a gigantic crack in it, and so does the Southern Posse.
The voltmeter, sometimes called the power plant, because he planted them and got the 1, 2, 3. Will Scott Hall be at the pay-per-view tonight, or will Kevin Nash have to take on the Steiner brothers alone? He says if Hall doesn't show up, he'll do it alone. It's going to be live tonight, less than 2 hours away. And we're back with more on the Superstation in a moment, right here on TBS.
Well, we're going to see members of the New World Order here in tag team action here on Worldwide Wrestling Brain. And it's going to be Vincent and Six in this tag team. As I tell you, you can see by watching this program and watching our other programs, slowly but maybe surely the NWO completely taking over here.
Oh, and with the addition of Curt Hennig, no doubt about it, they're getting stronger all the time. And you know this, Tony, when Curt Hennig came to WCW, everybody thought, what a plus this is going to be. What a tremendous athlete this is going to be. Then he joins the Horse, and everybody says, wow, we're on the road now. And then you know what happened, and I wonder how derailed we really are.
Vincent on the outside, and of course, Six making up this tag team. And Six, the former Cruiserweight champ, a man who, when you think about the bad things that have happened to Ric Flair, you got to think that Six is one of the prime perpetrators of that.
No doubt about that. He's been involved since the beginning. What an attitude. How would you like this? What if you were a school teacher, Tony, and you had a class with like 35 Sixers in it? How would you like that?
Wow, I think I'd retire. There's the Southern Posse.
Go stand in the corner. Spell cat 50 times.
Yeah, he is a punk, isn't he?
Had a little discipline problem growing up, I imagine. See, my discipline problem was different. When I told my parents what to do, they did it. There was no problem disciplining them. They knew what they had in me.
Why do I even look at you? Why do I even give you a serious look? I don't know. You're beyond repair, Brain. Mark Curtis, the referee, and here we go. Vincent wasting no time getting the offense started. And that's one of the prime characteristics of the NWO on the offense early. They don't sit back, Brain. They attack you.
No, they make you wrestle their kind of match, or at least want you to do what they want to do at your expense.
Vincent into the midsection again of Sonny Trout. Big knee lift.
To Mr. Trout.
To Mr. Trout. Elbow miss. Tag made, and Vincent now gets up from that, and he makes a tag of his own.
See, this guy of the Southern Posse, he put the brakes on. He should have glommed Vincent, got him back to the corner. He showed them, he shows a little fear there.
How about this?
Well, I like this.
Getting pounded now. Into the ropes on the near side. Nobody home with that elbow. And Six sends the man face first to the mat.
Dislike this man all you want. He's got talent. He's got talent in that ring. Oh!
Short leg drop on that. Six.
And he's arrogant. He's got quickness. He's got velocity. He's not as big as, most of the guys, but he makes up for it in speed.
You're right, Brain. One of the most talented men in a long, long time. Oh, my. How about that one? Ringing out in the chest, and now to the far side rope. Vincent. What's going on with Vincent this week? He's looking good.
Well, he's tired of getting pushed around by people. The Harlem Heat have had their hands on his neck and picking him up and heaving him around. He's tired of it. I'm a member of the NWO, and I'm going to show the people you don't push me around.
Giant headlock, short block kick down. Vincent hovering over. Oh, boy. Now goes after Sonny Trout.
Now keep him in the corner if you want him there. That's what. Don't let him out. Don't let him make that tag to 6.
Double team. Oh, down goes Vincent, and now the Southern Posse. Trout makes a count of 1 only that time.
Hey, make the tag in the back of the corner. There you go. Make the tag. Keep him in that corner.
Southern Posse looking good here. Feet side of the head. Double team on Vincent. Vincent needs a tag.
No sense getting out of the ring, Posse, until the referee makes you. Until he starts that count. Take advantage of the time. Good quick tags. I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah, you know your opponents will take advantage of the time.
Oh, they certainly will.
Scoop slam. Vincent goes down hard, and then you see 6 on the right side. Vincent up. He was in the wrong corner, wasn't he?
Yeah, he saw the other off-ramp, decided to take this route.
And now here comes 6. 6 goes right in to the Southern Posse corner with reckless abandon. And he sends the man to the neutral corner. Snapmare takeover. To the ropes. Missing a clothesline. Did not miss that gut shot.
Oh! So much for Mr. Trout. Oh!
6 right now dominating this action. And he's going to put that buzz killer on. Vincent comes across to cut off the other man. Trout hooked up in that buzz killer. That looks like one of the most painful maneuvers in our sport, and that is all.
Well, it looks like it hurts you all over.
And look at this. Variation of the Cobra Clutch from Vincent. And the NWO dominates this matchup, much like they've dominated everything. And certainly later on, the big man Kevin Nash in our feature bout will hope to dominate former television champ Prince Iaukea. How about it, Brain?
Well, the big man Kevin Nash certainly had the advantage in the size and the experience. The Prince is very quick. It'll be interesting to see. So much for the NWO and their opponent, Mr. Trout. Back to the taxidermist. He's going to be mounted. Back in a minute.
Bobby the Brain Heenan. You're looking at me like that. Did I say something?
I didn't insult you. You start off the morning insulting me.
Well, the hour's not over yet now, is it? So I'm sure you're going to
If I'm good this whole hour, will you apologize to me at the end of the hour?
Yes, I will.
Thank you, Mr. Schiavone.
We're going to begin with members of the NWO. What an hour we have this week, fans, including the Giant in singles competition, the Roadblock, plus Bob Eaton and Joey Maggs will be together in tag team action.
And right here, 2 members of the NWO.
That's right. Norton Bagwell against the Southern Posse, and the big strong man, Scott Norton, has to be restrained here by Buff Bagwell. How about that?
I don't know if I'd hold Norton back. Let him go. Who cares about the Southern Posse? They're just 2 guys in there. They want to take you out. You take them out first. Hey, they're a tough team.
Don't really back up or get behind or suggest things to the New World Order, because the next 2 they take out may be you and me. Okay?
What do you mean, you and me?
I mean,
I'm not wrestling anymore.
Do you think that matters to them? We have seen them beat up James J. Dillon. We've seen them beat up referees.
Well, they asked for it, maybe. I don't know. I'm not in there. I don't hear.
Well, I know, and you know as well as I do. It doesn't matter. They'll take on anyone. And the opening bout just about set to officially start here on Worldwide Wrestling. And Buff Bagwell, single leg pickup, face first. One half of the Southern Posse.
You remember a short while ago, you and I were at Yankee Stadium with George Steinbrenner? I remember Mr. Steinbrenner told us he likes the NWO.
Well, I do remember that conversation. I thought, though, that he said that he enjoyed WCW more than the NWO. That's what I thought he said, but...
Well, maybe I misunderstood the gentleman. I apologize, Mr. Schiavone, once again for an error in judgment.
Good maneuver, a good hip toss. You were too busy digging into the buffet table than listening to Mr. Steinbrenner talk and palming baseballs.
No, I was taking those for some kids outside to sign for them.
Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, 63 baseballs I had didn't mean I was stealing them.
Headbutt by Scott Norton.
Oh!
And Scott Norton taking care of business here. Not only one of the strongest, but one of the most lethal as well. I mean,
why is Buff holding him back?
Maybe Buff wants to be the one to dish out some punishment. Maybe it's a little ego problem here. Whatever the case, you can see that Norton is very, very effective here.
You know, if you really think about it, Buff probably didn't even have to come out of the dressing room.
And down. And a tag.
He even tags him hard.
Everything he does, Scott Flash Norton with force. Scoop slam pickup, down goes a member of the posse, and the elbow nowhere to be found, and here comes the exchange. Sonny Trout of the posse is in. Snapmare takeover. And down goes Bagwell with a body splash. Did not want to make a pin here, Brain.
Well, I think they know that the Southern Posse is not giving them much trouble. Because they look at that right on the money. I mean, is this guy confident?
Is that the word we're looking for, confident? Try cocky, try arrogant.
Well, that works for a lot of people.
Back chop that time, and now Trout in a great deal of trouble here. Look at that maneuver. Oh, my.
Because Norton just takes his time, don't he? Just walks around, mauls you, knocks you down, walks around, mauls you. One big tough guy.
Tag and Buff Bagwell comes in. Fans, as you're going to hear during the course of this one-hour program, we're going to be talking a lot about Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc and the fact that the world is awaiting the most anticipated, the most talked about, probably what's going to go down in history as the most brutal one-on-one cage match in the history of pro wrestling when Hollywood Hulk Hogan faces Roddy Piper.
See, what you have to understand here, Tony, is a lot of cage matches over the years have been designed to keep your opponent in the ring or to keep other members or his tag team partner, whatever it is, outside of the ring. This is different here. This is Piper and Hogan. Piper's beaten the man twice. He has beaten the man twice. He holds 2 victories over Hogan. Do you think Hogan's going to let this man have a 3rd victory over him? And do you think Piper wants a 3rd victory? Of course. So what you're going to see here is a Super Bowl, a World Series, a Stanley Cup, any kind of competitive fight you want to talk about, you're going to see when that door shuts and Hogan and Piper are standing in that cage.
Southern Posse, little double team maneuver, got a 2 count. Brain, you're right on all counts. You're going to see, fans, the most intense physical bout you've ever seen between 2 of the greatest in the history of our sport. All brought to you by WCW, not the NWO, by WCW at Slim Jim's Halloween Havoc.
Just like Piper said, we're going to knock off all the BS, we're going to shut the door, and we're just going to fight. And this could go a long time. This could go an awful long time, Tony.
Oh! Blockbuster. Taking down Rick Thames. Covers him.
Never stops smiling, does he?
Buff Bagwell, Scott Flash Norton dominate this matchup. And in the opening bout here on WCW Worldwide at our home in Universal Studios, Florida, the NWO picks off a big win.
Every hair's in place. Sometimes Norton